What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As always, it has been a little while since the last video. If you are new to the channel and you have never watched any of these, I'm going to make a playlist of all of the Western videos, and we're doing a big Western mock. And before we start, we got a box from Bricklink that we are going to be adding to the mock. So before we get into that, we're gonna check the mock out real quick, and we've got some really cool custom stuff that we're gonna be checking out. As you can see, there is a lot finished, but there is also a lot not finished. There is some spacing in here, a lot of this area. The buildings we haven't really even completed yet. I still don't think these are gonna be done this video, but all of this is gonna hopefully be complete. All of the tiling over there, or the plate work over there. But as of right now, if you haven't seen the video, or if it's been a minute, here is a little overview. We've got the general store. We've got a big, well, not super big. We've got a little creek river running through the entirety. It goes through the cave, out on this side to a little pond, which is the source of the little creek. And then up top, on top of the mountain, we've got the little cavalry army. It's going to be something that we're gonna work on. Maybe this video we'll figure out something here, but yeah, that's kind of the whole Western mock. I can't show too much because this is actually an insert from like 3 days later, and I've gotten a lot of work done since then. Still need to do some type of gold mine. We're gonna work on that this video, figuring out a gold mine, possibly work a little bit on this, but the big thing is going to be getting all of the plate done. That has been the one thing that's kind of been bugging me the most, is just the random colors. The plate needs to be done. Hopefully we're gonna fix up that little unpatchy, or planning on fixing this up a little bit, hopefully making it a little bit more just rugged, what the heck? A little bit more like it's been created through nature and not just big random Minecraft blobs. This area is probably the most crazy and chaotic. This I'm really excited to start working on. So we've got a lot of parts and pieces that we're gonna open up in just a second and go through those. This is going to be something kind of cool because it's an elevation change. I forget, it's like 2.5 bricks tall, roughly. So it's gonna be kind of a gradual slope, and I think it's going to look very nice. I think it is time that we open this up and see what all we've got in there. That way we can start working on this long overdue section here. Let's crack this open. And there we go. Let's see what all we got in here. It looks like a bag of parts. So as you can see, I kind of went crazy because this guy, I will put a name of the story, he had a bunch of plate for a really good deal. This box probably would have costed like, this box probably would have cost a lot if I would have gone to the local hobby store. We also got some minifigures because you gotta love a $2 minifigure, so we got a few. And then this little key part, guess right now, don't cheat, don't skip ahead. Guess what you think we're gonna do with this little part right here. This red bush. We'll do it at the end of the video. But I'm really excited to finally get one of these. It does look like most of the tile is all just put in one bag, all the brown tile. So we're gonna kind of have to separate that a little bit. All of the slopes too. That's all right, I guess. I guess they were all used parts, so they all go in one bag. But yeah, we got a lot of parts. So let's start putting some bricks on the mock, some more bricks on the mock, another 500 or so, I forget. This order had 514, I just looked at the paper. Also, I don't know why, but every time after I shower now, my hair gets like, it looks like I got a perm, so yeah. Like I said, we will pop this bag open at the end of the video, so stick around if you guys want to see some Star Wars figures and what we are doing with this little red bush. I'm excited. My desk is an absolute mess, and I promise I'll clean that by the time we get to this. So in between everything, I'm gonna clean this because there are figures all over the place. All over the place. A couple of days later, but I have been busy working on the mock, and we are going to do a little bit of a cinematic walkthrough of it real quick. And then we got some things to talk about the mock. So let's take a look at where we're at right now, and then we've got a few things to talk about, and then I'm gonna try to do at least one time lapse of maybe adding some rock or something like that. But I've been adding a lot of plate. My palms are literally, they're sore. They're very sore from pushing these plate on. I feel like I was giving them CPR. I understand now why on Lego Masters sometimes they're using a little hammer. I totally get it now. But yeah, let's take a look at where we're at right now, because it's looking pretty good. I'm excited. I think you guys are going to be excited too. So let's take a look at it, and enough talk. So now that you guys have seen it in its current form with everything pretty much covered, all of the random plate over here, all the random plate over here is all covered now. We've got still a lot of work to do to make it actually look decent and not just like Lego plate dispersed all over the place. But I did remove these. So I'm thinking I still want to do a gold mine, and possibly what we're going to do is kind of finish this out and then actually make it inverted so it kind of slopes in. I don't know how to show that. It kind of slopes in at an angle, and that way we still have like a passage through here, because this big mountain kind of does divide it, but I do think it would be cool to have somewhere more than just that little walkway right there. I think it would be cool to have a little bit more of a passageway over here, possibly. Obviously, there's still a lot of slopes to add to the side of this, but I did want to get your guys' opinions having a passageway. Should we do that and then have a gold mine that kind of goes in? As far as what we're going to do in here, I really have no idea. I had a plan on putting basically all of this stuff under here and making it kind of like hidden away, but I realized that in order to make this come off, it kind of defeats the purpose, because like I'm going to build a whole thing, and once I pick it up, it's probably going to break. So I don't think I'm going to make the roof come off. So this might just be a bunch of dead space. I'm not 100% sure yet. Something else we got to do is over here, we've got one TP. I would like to add at least one more TP somewhere around here. I just think that there's a lot of open space, and I think it needs another TP. This is a total side note, but I am going to restart not restart, but I'm going to start working on the mansion again. I got it pulled out. There's, as you can see, a lot of work that needs to be done on this floor. However, the floor underneath it is pretty much done. We've got a little kitchen, a little bar, TV setup, and some... We'll go over this. We'll go over all of this at some point. I just wanted to say it is officially getting restarted. However, the Batcave is going to be on hold even longer, unless I get enough comments saying I need to restart the Batcave, because that is originally what started this channel. So I do need to restart the Batcave. I should have just never taken the original one apart, honestly. I should have left it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to make it 10 times bigger, and now it's nothing. So if you guys really want this Batcave to restart, we need to do that. We need to restart the Batcave. I keep saying I'm going to, and I don't. But we need to get the Batcave back on track. I think after the Western MOC is done, we'll take the whole thing apart, utilize most of the pieces. I don't know what I'm going to do with this much tan plate. I don't know why the Batcave would need all of this tan plate, but we're going to figure out something to do with it. All of the rock pieces we're for sure going to need, and we'll build a pretty badass Batcave, I promise. I did get completely distracted, but there is, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We still got all this to do. Next video, at some point. The next video is probably not going to be on this specifically, but we do have a lot of work to still be done. So as far as the troopers that I ordered, it was these guys over here. I got more, but I actually put them up on eBay because they were on such a good deal. I just grabbed them. Figured I could flip them real quick and keep a couple for the little army. I pretty much sold all my clones, and now I'm starting to clone army again. So that's kind of cool. Also, that plant piece, you kind of already saw it in the intro, but I'm going to save it until we do a full Star Wars mock. Last one I did wasn't very Star Warsy. At some point, I'm going to do a big Star Wars mock. Not necessarily big. I keep saying big. And then it turns into this, and then it takes 2 years to finish. So we are going to do a Star Wars mock at some point, because I have been getting into Star Wars a lot more recently. Not with all the slop that Disney is putting out, but just going back to the original Star Wars stuff. I don't know. I'm getting back into it. It's pretty cool. Gotta love it. But that pretty much wraps up this video. I know it's kind of all over the place, but pretty much every one of my videos are. And I know I said we had some custom stuff to take a look at, but I'm actually finally working on a full custom Lego minifigure video. That might be the next one, maybe, I'm not sure. And we'll take a look at every custom minifigure I own, and that's going to be a pretty sick video. It's probably going to be pretty long, but it's going to be very cool. If you have made it this far, I appreciate it. I know with my editing and my filming, it's all over the place. I apologize, but if you're watching it, if you're still here, you probably like it. So I appreciate it. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.